Welcome to the podcast. Today's topic is a proven marketing strategy for fitness professionals, and this is episode 50, I believe, James. We've raced through to episode 50.
It's crazy, isn't it? Right? I can't believe it. It just feels like yesterday when we started doing this new shorter form podcast. But episode 50, wow, here we go. We'll be 100 by Christmas at this rate.
Yeah, probably. Right, let's crack on. Let's keep it short as always and crack on. Today we got our business strategist, Andrew, joining us as well. And he is here to lead us through what a proven marketing strategy for fitness professionals is. Because I think a lot of fit pros believe they have a solid marketing strategy, but in reality they don't really have a systematic way to capture leads and follow up. Andrew, can you explain what the ATM framework is and why it's important?
Absolutely. It's great to be back on. Essentially, as you say, it's extremely important for us to have a marketing strategy. It needs to be proactive rather than, as it was for me back in the day, reactive. I need clients now. Let's throw something up there and hope it sticks.
Until we've got one client and then and then attempt to get more.
So we want to have that framework in place. And the framework that I love, I've adapted it from Miles Beckler as the ATM framework. And ATM is attract, teach, and monetize. It's a 3-step approach. And I think it's just perfect for the fitness professional. You know, we love to teach, we love to entertain to a degree, but we love to educate as well, our clients, our prospects, and so on and so forth, in relation to health and wellness. But it all starts with this framework, and the first part of it is the A. If we think of the ATM as the cash machine to generate cash, the hole in the wall. So the A is attract more leads. And we need consistent leads no matter what we do. And having a clear image of who our target audience is, our target client avatar, means that we can become more clearly defined on the message that we're relaying to that audience, because it's going to resonate more clearly with those individuals then, and it helps us set us apart from any perceived competition. How do we attract them? Well, I call them the outposts, our social media platforms. So the posts that we put up on there could potentially be our blog post, could be like we're doing here. This is our attraction framework, our podcast. So it's finding that medium that you want to utilize as your framework to get your voice out there, to amplify the message.
Is that where a lead magnet comes in as well?
Lead magnet plays its part because, and that's a good point, because we're going to attract them into our home base, our website, that's optimized for SEO. We teach about that within quite a few of the podcast episodes we've done. But ultimately, we want to be able to capture a valuable piece of data from them, their name and their email address, so that we can add them to our email list and build our list. And in return, they're getting something of value from us, and that would be that lead magnet, as you mentioned, Josh. So absolutely. So that's the framework, the base mark for this.
So that's teach. Was it? Sorry, I just got distracted by my wife running into the kitchen and running out there. That was random.
That was
I was like, what's happening?
That was the attraction stage. So we've attracted them through our outposts from our social media posts, brought them to our website. They've signed up for our lead magnet. Now we move into the second segment, the teach. This is where we're looking to develop trust, develop a relationship with these individuals. And we can do that through video tutorials. Again, podcasts are a great example of that, our blog posts, but equally through our email follow-up. We should have a welcome email sequence that introduces ourselves and starts that trust-forming relationship piece. But equally then, if we're consistently going out with that, and rather than sales pitches, which unfortunately I see a lot of fitness professionals do whenever they email, it's always pushing a sale on to someone and that just turns that audience right off. We want to be delivering value. I follow a framework I call EDIE, EDIE. That's educate, demonstrate, inform, or entertain. And if we've got content going out like that, then that's going to resonate with our target audience and make them much more likely to want to open our emails. So that's how we're looking to build our trust. And then the third part is monetization. That's then when we've got that trust with them, we're looking to sell. Ultimately, we're wanting to attract not leads, we're looking to attract clients, and that's where we can drive.
It is a business in the end.
It is a business, so we want them to generate money to survive and thrive. So that's where we can draw them into our sales funnel. So that could be in our world, it's our strategy call, which then leads into a discovery session, which they then come a client. Or, you might have the occasional sales, like a Black Friday sale or something that you put together a special package to generate revenue. So that's the monetization. So we've got the 3 steps, as I say, the attract, build trust, and then monetize. And it's a solid framework for fitness professionals to use.
Yeah. James, it's not the exact framework we use at Strength Matters, is it? Or maybe we don't use those letters. How does it work for us? Do you want to run the...
Yeah, I think honestly it's very, very similar. It's just the point we want to do is absolutely we want to attract people. So the strategies we use, we don't use social media that much except for YouTube, right? This podcast now goes onto YouTube. Yeah, so we're doubling down on 2 key areas: YouTube and search engine optimization, being found in Google. So we're focusing on blogs and podcasts and YouTube, in that sense, because that's where we are at the moment. We're just doubling down on the 2 areas because we can't do everything all at once. So yeah, we do. We want to attract people to the world of Strength Matters through those channels, using keyword search terms that fitness professionals and everyday people sometimes use too. For example, fitness business beginners, we rank really highly on Google for that. So there's other things we try and attract people in as well. Like some people... I think somebody's recently heard a podcast with Mike Boyle. He then came to the website, found it with the website, and he just signed up for the website recently. So that's a form of attraction through a different roundabout kind of way. So we're trying to get found multiple different ways. But teaching, absolutely. This is the podcast. We're all about teaching people and sharing our knowledge of what we do and how we do it. This is what we're trying to do. So what we try and do is we try and pull people into the website. We then try and teach them through the blogs, through the podcast. We then drive them to one of our lead magnets, which could be our system of athletic download. We have a free website audit we do, something along those lines. And then we then try and sell them something of small value. And that's a really good example right now is we've just launched a kind of like a pre-Black Friday sale for one of our workout books. So we're selling it for just $4.99. That's about $7 US. That's it. We're not trying to make money from it. Well, we are because we're selling it. But it's not about making lots of money from it. It's about converting these guys from a passing by person who's just kind of looking at us into this customer. Yeah, well, we're taking from cold to warm to hot. So what we would do is once you get somebody paying something for your services, it changes the relationship, and hopefully you over deliver with that small piece of whatever it is you give to them, and then they get bought into who you are, and then it's a gateway to higher level sales, potentially long term, as long as you nurture the relationship and look after it. It's like, I always use the example of Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. So you've got to use this sort of thing. So what if you wow them with a very low ticket offer, like a $4.99 workout book, and then you give them some other values. For example, we upsell them into our nutrition books or another workout book, and they get real value from that. They'll go, well, what else do Strength Matters do? I really enjoy this. How can I support them? As long as we keep nurturing them, then we can ascend them up the lifetime value ladder, and they can hopefully convert either into online training clients or into getting websites with us as well, as long as we over-deliver our services.
Exactly. We always try and over-deliver. And we have got an awesome school community, by the way, if you are interested. Andrew, in summation, just to finish off, people might be listening to this thinking, oh gosh, that sounds like a hell of a lot to do. There's so many things in A, so many things in T before I even get to M. What would be like just a couple of key points to focus on, like maybe just a lead magnet in the attract section, etc., etc.?
Yeah, it's a good point, and it can seem overwhelming when we look at big picture. So you're right. Pick one thing. So pick one lead magnet to begin with that you feel will be perfect for your target audience. Then once they're signed up to that, just have a simple 3 to 5 email sequence welcoming them into your community. Give some value in that. Maybe direct them to a good blog post that you've done, or maybe you've got a popular video, just something of value that resonates with them, and then book them in for a strategy call if they want more help. Get those conversations started, because ultimately over time those conversations will lead to conversions, which is what we're after at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. That is it for today. Please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. And if you want to find out what's holding you back from growing your fitness business, get yourself a free website audit by going to strengthmatters.com/audit.